tongue weave, hand woven, 3-time lacquer dipped, okay? This is a traditional cowboy hat. This has the new band, which is a bacterial resistant band.
Okay, so sweat. Yeah.
You're gonna sweat in a straw hat anyway.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
It slows down the sweat. It also slows down the smell.
Do you have to treat them before like that?
It's
a bit too big. It's too big, right?
You think so? Well,
Yeah.
I think so too.
Look at this. Chuck Norris was here.
I said Chuck Norris buys his boots here, man. He's a friend of Bill Dupree, the owner of our store.
Well, we made Antoine into a cowboy now. Now he's like a real cowboy.
Yeehaw!
Yippee-ki-yay!
Motherfucker. That's how it goes. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Censor that.
We don't censor that. So we're in Dallas, and we heard about this gym. We're always looking for hardcore gyms, and we heard about this gym called Texas Gym. And a few people that we know said you got to check it out. This is right up your alley. So we came down here, and I'm with Shauna, who's the manager of the gym, right?
Hi, yes.
She's the manager at Texas Gym here. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about the gym. First, tell us, how long has the gym been around?
35 years.
Wow.
35 years.
Okay. And what kind of?
1981.
81?
Yes.
Okay. That was before you were born, right?
No.
Shh, I'm trying to help you out here, Shauna. She just blew my joke. But we noticed it's like a hardcore gym. It's like a very
Yes.
serious.
This is the only hardcore bodybuilding gym here in Dallas.
In the Dallas area.
In Dallas,
wow.
period.
Okay. They got some great old school equipment. It's very bare bones and basic, so you're not going to get anything fancy here, and we kind of like that. The guy who started the gym, Kim, is that his
That would
name?
be Kim Jones.
Okay.
Kim Jones.
Is he a bodybuilder? Like, well, how did he get into this?
He was in the 80s.
Okay.
Absolutely. He was massive.
Okay.
Bodybuilder that just had a passion for the business and wanted to open his own gym. Him, along with a partner named George,
Okay.
opened the gym in 1981. It's originally in a different location, just right down the street in Casa View.
Okay.
But we moved here several years later and have been here ever since.
Cool. If people want to check out the gym, you guys have a website, a Facebook page. How do we check it out?
We do have a Facebook page. It's Texas Gym.
Okay.
Just look up Texas Gym.
Okay.
It's the only one here in Dallas. And the address is 2324 Oates.
Cool.
Oates Drive, Dallas, Texas, 75228.
If you guys are looking for a hardcore gym in this area and you're around, you should definitely check this place out.
I'm mixing 4 scoops of Torrent with 1 scoop of shock therapy. It's my pre-workout. I'm gonna chug that down, and then I'll re-put 4 scoops in the water. It's gonna be my intro workout.
I do my intro workout a little bit different than most people. During contest prep, I'll do 2 scoops of Atomic 7, and I'll usually drink the first half pretty quick into the workout, and then kind of nurse the last half. Get the protein synthesis going and get ready for the protein shake at the end. But again, I'm obsessed with grape. I always use grape. It's like Big Chew, Big League Big Chew. So all my chest workouts, I always do a pre-exhaustion motion. I like to pre-exhaust my chest before I involve more pressing. I like to get the chest as full of blood as possible, get it warm. And you notice when I come out on the cable crossover, I pause for a second and stop the weight to eliminate all sorts of momentum and anything that can possibly allow you to lift heavier weight than you can. And I stop and I squeeze and squeeze together, making all the focus in the pecs. And in the end, I like to do a burnout, kind of come together, and I just push as much blood in my chest as I can. And I do whatever I can to kind of like isolate it individually, kind of like when people do bicep curls or concentration curls, you feel it burn so much in one spot, or leg extension versus like a squat, kind of like doing the pec deck before. I just do that to get so much. I'll do cable flies, I'll do pec deck machine, any of those. And I usually will do mid or lower pec for a fly or cable crossover. I won't do anything for incline to warm up with. And the next movement I usually will do an incline press of some kind.
Today I'm gonna do delts. What I'm doing now, I'm just I'm warming up some light dumbbells. When I do delts, I like to start with the rear delt, and just to warm it up and get it pumped. And then I'm gonna probably do a press. So we'll see how it feels. So right now I'm doing just some warming up. Yeah. That's a reverse fly, bent over fly, and I like them a lot. For rear delts, I always do reverse pec deck on those, and I think it's the basic stuff we can do, and it's always how you do them. Because if you fly like this, it's not good. You really need to turn your arm like that to really hit the back of the delt. You can actually see when I do the movement, my rear delt like flexing compared to somebody else who would just do this, something like that. And when I do delts, like I said earlier, in the past I've always started with the rear delt, then I move on to the side delt, then the front, or rear, front, and then side. I do that because people sometimes they focus too much on the front delt, and you already do a lot of pressing on the pec day. So I like to do the opposite, start with the rear delt. And this machine is reverse pec deck. I start with that, pyramid up. I'll do a bunch of reps, then I'll drop set. Failure.
Side note, it's kind of cold in here. Just joking. So I moved on to incline hammer press. And this particular machine is an older model and it does have a good feel. But what I'm doing is I'm actually leaving my lower body, my hips, my lower back away from the pad. Because when I'm all the way down, the motion feels like this. When I move my body away and I press, it feels more mid to upper chest. And I just feel it more. So when I do it, it looks like I'm doing it all weird and cheating or whatever you want to say, but when I'm up like this, I can feel it much better. Better contraction. More focusing where I need to.
Now I did rear, I did one front, the press. Now I want to really pump the delts, so I'm doing some side lateral. Now I'm gonna go up to a good weight, which would be good form. Then I'll do a superset, but changing technique, changing form. I'll do a more cheat form. Then I'll drop and I'll do like some very strict form for the side. You'll see. So let's do the bigger weight.
So for whatever reason, Bench press hurts my old pec injury. Push-ups do not hurt my pec injury. Even if I load like 5 plates on my back and I press 5 reps to failure, it's got to be something involved with the arcing motion of a normal push-up. The kinesiology of a normal push-up. It doesn't seem to aggravate my pec, but when I have a barbell, it does. And sometimes I'll superset cable crossovers first and do push-ups. And boy, to me, the push-up feels so much better than actual bench press. And what's really funny is my second set there, I thought they were 245s. My first set, I did 245s. Those 2 plates there, one of them was a 100-pound plate. So I basically put 150 pounds on my back. In case you're wondering, when you're all the way down, say I weigh 240, if you're all the way down, something like, I don't know, 54%, 53% of your body weight. So I mean, even with a push-up, you're still lifting some decent weight. It's not like you're eating nothing. It's not like it's 135. And then I put that on there. I'll do one more set. That's funny. I knew that was heavy. I'm like, God, fatiguing quickly in here.
What I like to do is on this exercise, front raise, I do the hammer because I feel no pain when I do that. When I do this, I feel a little pain. And I like to put my shoulder back a little bit and just really start, boom, and flex this part here. I use the mirror to really look and try to connect my mind with the mirror and my muscle, you know? Boom. See striations, boom. I try to make striations go every time I do it. Way to know if you had a good workout is to see how much sweat drips from your shirt when you tear it up. Texan sweat. That's all sweat.
City boy, I know a little bit about barbecue. I've been doing smoking now for a while, about 3 or 4 years now. So I'm like really into it. So I was pretty excited that we're gonna come to Texas because they're known obviously for a good barbecue. Texas barbecue is more beef-based stuff, so brisket, beef ribs, that kind of stuff. Of course, they have your traditional pulled pork and ribs and that kind of stuff, but I think Texas is known more for their beef. So we happened upon this place, Sonny Bryan's. This happens to be the original location since 1910. We kind of got lucky and picked this spot, and it happens to be their original location. So as you've seen in the video, how kind of like old the building looks and stuff. This is the original spot. So I got a little mixed sampler so I could try a little bit of everything because I want to compare it to some other barbecue spots we're going to hit along the way. So I got sliced brisket, I got pulled pork, and I got ribs. These are St. Louis cut ribs. I asked for the slices of brisket that are a little bit on the fattier side. They generally have more flavor or more moisture. You can get very, very lean. I was telling Chris and Antoine if they wanted really lean, the flat part of the brisket is super lean. So you can get that if if your diet is something where you gotta have very little fat. The point part of the brisket has a lot more fat in it. So you can just ask wherever you are, tell me you want the real lean slices from the flat, if you need to do that. On the brisket, I would give this like an 8 out of 10.
So here we are at the Sonny Bryan's Steakhouse, and we see 3 humans in their natural habitat where they usually consume their food. It's very interesting to see. And now one is interacting with another one on the left there. both have backward hats. The backward hats are a sign of like a male dominance. They're trying to dominate other males, saying like, I'm the alpha male here with my backward hats. And there's the older one there with the gray hair, no hats, because he doesn't have nothing to prove. He has nothing to prove. And he's actually holding this little piece of equipment, this little piece of rock, a glowing rock. He's like the shaman. He's like the shaman in the group, trying to show, look, this is, see? He's showing his chest like a baboon. See that? It's like a baboon. He's posing because he's actually the alpha male in the group, and those are the beta males. But trying to show them, like trying to be alpha males, like I see the backward hats, like that. And the older one, the alpha male, is there. He's not communicating with the other ones because he's at another level, actually. See that hand sign there? See? Showing his chest again. Showing his chest. Trying to prove himself with the backward hats. See the hand sign over there again? The alpha male is saying, take me up to the elbow. All the way to the elbow, he said. Take me all the way to the elbow. See that? He's saying, use the finger first. Finger first, and then all the way to the elbow.
It was wonderful. The brisket was good. The ribs are good. Everything
We're
was
gonna
wonderful.
recap the whole day here, my friend. And you don't know how the food was because you didn't eat it. He didn't eat the food.
That's funny.
He's a liar.
Let's start at the beginning.
We had an interesting day. We started off learning a new vocabulary, right?
We did.
We learned what a fat rabbit is.
Oh my God.
Kick it.
You kids can Google that, but don't do it in front of your parents.
Fat rabbit, which the waitress actually mentioned to us
Yeah.
what a fat rabbit was, and I didn't know. She goes, well, you need to look it up. And I did.
That's really a vagina from the back, doggy style.
Don't let them Google it on their own. We can't say that word on camera.
Vagina! I just
Oh
did.
boy. We just
Can
said
you,
it.
Captain Torrance said it. Kids, you want to be grown up someday, you gotta eat your vagina every day. If you don't do that, no woman will respect you ever.
from behind.
Eat it from behind too.
Then I think we lifted
I'll
some
rose it to
weights.
Rome.
What did we do?
We're cowboys.
Oh, Antoine got a cowboy hat.
Went to the cowboy store.
Went to the cowboy
Real
store.
cowboy hat.
Yeah, like Chuck Norris shops at this cowboy store.
Captain Torrance, he is a hero, gonna take cannibalism down to zero. El Toronto, mi amor.
And then we checked out downtown Dallas. Then we trained at Texas gym. Got a nice workout in.
It was very hot in there, but it kind of
You could feel the 30 years of hard training and moisture in the air.
did.
And when I laid my head on the bench to do my bent-over flies, I could smell 30 years of armpit on the bench.
Armpit, mold, and dust.
Yeah,
Sounds great.
The dumbbells weren't labeled, so I
sounds great.
went by
Didn't
plates.
smell great.
Yeah, we didn't know how much we were lifting
No.
because the dumbbells didn't have numbers
It
on
almost takes the mindset out of it. If you don't know the number,
Yeah.
well, I'm just going to lift the one that has 6 10-pound plates on it. Yeah. Like, oh, wait a minute, that's 125 pounds. It's pretty good.
And then we finished with some Texas barbecue.
I watched everybody eat because I'm dieting.
Sonny Bryan's, one of the original barbecue joints here in Dallas. That's it for day 2. Got a big day tomorrow. Yep, then we're gonna make our way to Austin, San Marcos, and San Antonio. And Captain Torrance. That's why I couldn't find the scoop before, man.
Yeah.
I couldn't find the scoop. I had to dig for the scoop. Because Captain Torrance fucking...
The work on it.